Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're taking a look at BNB Cartel. They just announced that they're going to do a pre-sale, and I wanted to make sure that we cover all of the games so far, check out what they've released in terms of updates, and go over the pre-sale and what I think we can expect from this game overall. So they announced pretty recently on October 25th, it's actually the 27th as I make this video, that they're going to be dropping a pre-sale for the token on November 1st. Now, this is something I don't really agree with. It's not something that I think a game would need to do. I don't know why they would be dropping the token itself. Now, I think one of the devs did drop more information on the token, and I think it's on one of the main accounts. It might be here. Let's see. Here it is. So the thread itself is Cartel Presale BNB Cartel. We can see some more images that they're releasing of the game. It's actually now confirmed to be like a 3D game that you can walk around and you can actually play FPS, so you can shoot other people to win. So the Cartel presale is the first official opportunity for players to secure a position inside the BNB Cartel ecosystem. Only 4% of the total supply is opened early to let the most committed players get in before the game launches. BNB Cartel is a full on-chain game economy, not another click to earn. Every progression action uses BNB, PvP battles, lab upgrades, black market trades, and 90% of all BNB spent is auto-converted into Cartel. Players spend BNB to progress and earn Cartel by dominating others. The more players that play, the more Cartel gets bought, the stronger the price momentum becomes. The token captures value from the game, not the other way around. Presale details. So there's going to be a total supply of 100 million tokens. There's a 4% allocation to the presale, so that's 4.1 million. The presale price will be 12 cents. The public TGE is 20 cents, so once it reaches 20% plus 40%. Hard cap of 500k. It unlocks at 90% TGE plus 10% over 30 days. And the network is on BNB. The token's usable in-game day one. So why 500k? And they go into more details in terms of why they set the number. The presale buyers receive an invite code to enter the game 2 hours before everyone else. Same tier as Wave 1 and Wave 2. So if somebody buys in now, they can actually join the exact same as somebody that got Wave 1 or Wave 2 access. So pretty much the people that farm to get access to the game, the people that had to work in the Discord to get access to the game or on Twitter, now if you actually buy in on the presale, you get an invite code to get into the game 2 hours before everyone else, the exact same as the people that won that access. I think that is a red flag. I don't know why they would do that in general. But then two, why they're selling the token to get people into the game is another red flag. I just don't think they need to do that. I don't see why a game would do that overall. If you take a look at Addicted, they charged a fee for people to get into the game. And that was kind of the fee to play or to join in and play. But at least everybody knew you bought in at the same time. Everybody paid the same fee and you could start playing the game. With this, it's like you're actually paying for a coin before you can even play the game. So I just don't agree with that. That's not something that I think they should have done for the game. For me, that just seems like they can make a lot of money off of the token. So they can sell a bunch of this Cartel token, and while people are purchasing it, the game isn't even evolved, isn't even released. So as they said, I think they said the token's usable in-game from day one, but they didn't mention when the game itself actually drops. So if the game drops at the same time as the presale, which they haven't announced, it would make sense that people could buy the token and play the game, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think with the presale, you're going to be able to play the game at the same time. At least they haven't announced that at all. The BNB Cartel. So at launch, all players will need to spend BNB to progress. Every action generates automatic buy pressure on Cartel. Presale holders are positioned before demand arrives. Here, players don't fuel inflation, players fuel value. BNB Cartel evolves in seasons, new PvP formats, new territories, new demand drivers, new ways to earn. Each phase makes the flywheel stronger. Not a seasonal meta, a growing universe. BNB Cartel goes live fast, no waiting, no delays. The presale, then the TGE, then the game launch, all within 48 hours. So that to me, even if it is within 48 hours, is a red flag, because I don't see why you would buy a token for a game that you're not even able to play yet. So that's something that stuck out to me, and I wanted to make a video for any of you guys, because I did get access to the game from the team during the Wave 1. I just entered as normal. It wasn't like I got any special access or any special invite. It was just the fact that I entered in my wallet during the announcement that they did, that I made the video on, and I was selected. So I got access to the game. But now with the presale, anyone that purchases the token seems to be able to get access, which I guess made a lot of people waste their time. But then once the pre-sale goes live, the game won't even be live. So the pre-sale has to happen before the TGE happens and then the game launch. Like that is just an easiest exit window. If this was an exit or a rug, like something like Code Game, at this stage they could easily pull the plug. People get stuck with a bunch of tokens. The devs hold a bunch of supply. They drop it all. It's not really something that I see. Like, I think that's just risky or scammy, the fact that they're doing it that way. I think they could have done this a lot better. Even if the game ends up being legitimate and the game was real, that's something that I just think I don't understand why the devs did it that way. So BNB season is coming back. CZ is pushing builders. When momentum hits, we will already be live, tested, moving. When the game goes live, the flywheel activates instantly. Players create demand. The token captures value. Being early changes everything. That's the cartel advantage. Stay cartel. So a lot of people are in the questions actually saying, like, why would they do a pre-sale? But if we take a look at some of the updates, like from the last video, we can actually see that they are doing a 3D game. So it actually has gunplay. You're going to be able to fight people on chain. And the premise of the game is cool. Like, the idea of the game is cool. I think the fact that it's in a web browser, which they've confirmed, makes it pretty laggy, because if there's money on the line and if it's a money-based game like game battles or something, I wouldn't like to lose because of a crappy web browser desync. And if you look how many shots this gun takes, like he full mag dumps into somebody's head and he only drops on the end of the mag. So I don't understand how that definitely can't go live. If it goes live like that, people are going to be angry if the gunplay is that bad. And then the actual gameplay, again, there's no UI, there's nothing really on screen that shows me anything to do with the game. I don't know if they're doing that for cinematic purposes or really why they're doing that, but there's no UI or no interaction. There's no features that show me the game working. And I still don't understand why they haven't done that. We haven't seen how the coins go into your wallet. We haven't seen how you claim the coins. We haven't seen how you move stuff around. I still just don't understand why they haven't shown any of those features, because all of this stuff could just be generated in AI. All of this could be AI. I know they're building in here, so that kind of got rid of the AI claims. But the fact that they still haven't shown any UI stuff is also a red flag for me. Then we can take a look at Seb. He's like the last one. Of course, the graphics won't look this clean once the server's alive. We're building a web FPS drops FPS drops are part of the deal. But if you want to see what we're actually building, this is it. Real gameplay, real completion. Soon you'll be one fighting inside. It's almost like he's seen my last video because I asked for real gameplay. But this to me is like, unless this gets better, that is unplayable. Especially if you're on chain trying to play that, it's going to be impossible. So my overall outlook on the game now has changed. Like, I think the fact that they're doing the pre-sale, for me, just kind of put a bad taste in my mouth for the game itself. Unless the game launches and it's really cheap to play, I don't think I'll be checking it out. As always, join my Discord down below. We're still discussing a lot of crypto games, a lot of new games that are coming up. We're discussing BNB Cartel. But unless this game drops and it's really cheap, I don't think I would jump into this game at all. I just don't see the point in it with the pre-sale. That's kind of just turned me off it, and I think it's just a bigger risk than it's worth. And I just think, the devs, just the way the devs are kind of moving is just shady for me. Like, I've asked them to even jump on a call. I've asked them to jump on a Discord. It seems like every time I ask a lot of these game devs to jump on a Discord call, they're not interested or they don't want to share more information on the game. And that to me is also shady. So obviously do your own research. If you want to still play BNB Cartel, you can. As I said, if it drops and it's really cheap, I probably will jump in just to see how it works for the culture, for a video. But if it drops and they're trying to make more money, or if the pre-sale goes badly, which I won't be buying in the pre-sale, if that goes badly, I just won't be investing in the game at all. I won't be playing it. So hopefully that gave you a quick overview and update of BNB Cartel. That's where I'm kind of at with the game. I'd love to know where you guys are at in the comments down below. And feel free to join the Discord where you can share more information with me and with everybody else in the Discord. And I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe. I'm still trying to hit the goal of 2,000 subs before the end of the year. I think we're well on the way. We're at 1.3K. And I appreciate all you guys for watching. And if you do enjoy these videos, make sure to leave a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next one.